just happened that I've been searching for God all my life. I wanted to become a priest when I was young. There was a time I was a singer for a couple of years in the Philippines. It was a dream of mine. And I remember very well, I was in Hong Kong. I just finished a gig, a concert in a festival. I tried many other type of spirituality like Reiki, Shamanism. I tried to get interested in all type of religion. The difference between meditation or Buddhist meditation and praying is that when you're meditating as a Buddhist, you try to empty your mind. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah, I'm from France. I'm 40 years old. It just happened that I've been searching for God all my life. I wanted to become a priest when I was young. I was born in a Catholic family. All my life I've been trying to find God in many different type of experiences. Then slowly, I started to discover about Islam. I was talking to God while walking, and I was asking Him to manifest Himself in my life. I wanted to find Him.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
I felt very humbled, and I was thinking there must be something is not right in my life. I didn't know what it is. I was a Christian because my family baptized me when I was 2 years old, and then I at some point thought I should become a monk because I really like religion. I thought it gave sense to my life even as a kid. But then after my family didn't really encourage me so much to pursue that, they more encouraged me to become a Buddhism, or at least like a Buddhist. So I started to practice meditation, and it really helped me to calm me down and things like that. And then I tried many other type of spirituality like Reiki, which is a type of healing, shamanism. I try to get interested in all type of religion. So the first person that told me about Islam very openly, and the first person I remember, is a taxi driver when I was in Abu Dhabi. I had to play the radio, and there was this sound that I really loved, and this music really loved in my ear. And I said, what is this music? It talks to my heart. I told him that. And he stopped the car and he said, brother, this is not music, it's the Quran. And he started to preach me about Islam. He said, I really hope you can become Muslim, you and your family, and save yourself from the hellfire. When I took my shahada, I felt like $1 billion. I felt like if someone comes to me and say, look, you just became Muslim, right? Yes. I will put 1 billion in your bank account, but you have to say in front of everybody, you're not a Muslim. I will tell the people, sorry, I can't. I don't want this billion. I'm richer than that now. The truth is so expensive. I knew it's not going to be a good news for my family. I knew that it's not going to be so much appreciated, but I didn't care. When I told my mother I became Muslim, she said to me that was the worst thing I could tell her. But alhamdulillah, she changed her mind, because I think she realized that there are a lot of beautiful things in Islam. And she realized I became a better person. Islam makes you a better person. So after becoming Muslim, it took me maybe a month to pray 5 times a day. First one, twice, and then slowly. And the hardest one is Fajr, the first prayer in the morning. But after I got into the rhythm, and I never really gave up this practice, I always try to pray 5 times a day. After I took my shahada. The best story is my Japanese friend Koki. He's a brother I met when I was 18 years old in Australia. We entered into a scheme business together. He lost some money, and I told him, okay, you lost money, it's okay, but if you don't accept Islam, you're going to lose much more. And he started to listen to me, and he came to Malaysia. He took his shahada, and we flew his wife, who was Filipina, non-Muslim at the time. We flew her over. She took her shahada, and they married in my house. So when I go to Muslim countries, I realize those people are great people, and they have a lot to offer to the world. And I realized the legacy of Islam is huge, and I want to be part of his legacy. The main difference between meditation or Buddhist meditation and praying is that when you're meditating as a Buddhist, you try to empty your mind. But when you meditate as a Muslim, you try to do tadabbur. You try to reflect on life, on Allah. So it's, I would say it's like, the difference is like, it's a more engaging way to meditate. It's a proactive way, which means you're not trying to empty your mind, but you're trying to fill up your mind with goodness and good thoughts towards Allah, towards your Creator, and you try to reflect upon who you are, who is Allah, and try to connect. Whereas the Buddhist meditation is more about, in a way, when you're Buddhist, you try to empty your brain to let the truth comes out, you know? So it's a good methodology to do that, but then you have to fill it up with good things. There's no point to empty your brain to fill it up with alcohol again the next weekend or with other stuff. So right now we are focusing with Alice Media, the media production that I run on a very beautiful project about Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu. Is our second documentary film. It's called The Last Hope, and we're inviting 100 converts from 40 countries